The toy company Lego was started in 1932 by Ole Kirk Christiansen in Denmark and produced its first plastic brick in 1949. During the 60s, Lego branched out into different industries, producing films, battery-powered toys, and opening its first amusement park. The company continues to grow over the next decades and to develop new products. Many partnerships are established, for example with Harley-Davidson and Star Wars. However, in the 90s, children's interest shifted from traditional toys to video games.
Best cooks are not the ones who have all the ingredients in front of them. They are the ones who got into whatever kitchen and work with whatever they have.
In addition, the supply chain and innovation capabilities of Lego's business needed restructuring. This was an agility story led by a new CEO. The supply chain focusing on small retailers was reworked to implement new techniques from the big box shifters. Having 11,000 suppliers, twice as many as Boeing, were too many and were rationalized. The attention to detail in product development allowed Lego to come up with complex products. Once starting with only yellow bricks, they came in 2004 in more than 100 hues. Cutting the number of colors in half and implementing new constraints and processes helped cut costs. In manufacturing, planning was adapted by reassigning specific molds to specific machines and setting production cycles. Moving the manufacturing US plants to Mexico and combining distribution centers into one in Czech Republic made inventory tracing easier and allowed further cost savings, showing Lego's flexibility. Lego entered into several key partnerships with brands such as Disney, Star Wars and Harry Potter. This way it has been able to tap new markets and customers on a regular basis. In 2006, Lego entered a new phase of cooperation with Bosch to create the first dishwasher for dishes and plastic toys, thereby targeting a totally different customer segment. Lego also jumped into the video game market with games such as Lego Universe and Lego Batman and the board game industry. Through these strategic moves and by entering new markets, Lego has been able to keep both the faithful fanbase and the new customers alike happy. To enter these new markets, Lego revised its product design development process. Management asked designers to work with marketing and sales personnel who had market knowledge and the manufacturing person, thereby restricting the production to profitable products only. Consequently, engineering is facing the evolving challenge of how to deploy process models and how to use these models as a leverage to build a resilient organization in line with the disruptions. Lego's first wave of process improvement used Kaizen to empower people to solve problems. Other re-engineering techniques emerged using a new IT application like ERP, the creation of the in vivo and in vitro business process innovation with a framework based on theoretical foundation, experimental learning, innovation mediation, conceptual modeling, and work practices. Moreover, establishing the tool to facilitate those processes is framed as the P-Lab, comprising the whole organization structure. Plan, execute, test, observation of results, explain deviations, and generalize the experiences. Challenges remain, however, related to three processes: the new product development, which is 50% of yearly turnover, its execution, and the platform development. Lego has a strong culture of performance. However, Lego did not always have stellar results. The cultural adaptation they have gone through allowed them to come back strong to gain market share. So how did they do it? There are three simple rules to Lego's success. First, commitment from the top. Culture changes start at the top, and the new CEO had to build credibility. He knew that he could make a lot of things happen if he was viewed without suspicion. He made sure he was approachable to all his employees. Second, focus on the basics. Lego focuses on a language of performance. To restore the company's performance, Lego focuses on three basic indicators: sales, debt, and cash flow. To rebuild the sales growth, Lego changed their leadership style to become opportunity-driven. Third, compete into the future. They decided that they wanted to compete not by being the biggest, but by being the best. Lego implemented a best-in-class information system to connect with their customers, manage their contributions, and come up with new innovative ideas. These changes saved 150 million over a period of 3 years. In 2005, profits went up by 240%. Lego's agility allowed it to focus even more on developing great toys. Through continuously evolving their product portfolio with new innovative ideas and by focusing on the ever-changing customer demand, Lego was able to grow even during the years of economic downturn in 2008-2009 and establish itself as one of the strongest players in the toy industry again.